everybody, it's Adda Shur. It's March 26th, I think. Yeah, Friday. So I just wanted to continue talking about my favorite character in opera, or one of my favorite characters, Carmen. I started talking about it the other day, and my video storage got filled up, so I couldn't continue my thought. This will be really, really short. Thank you to whoever has commented below on this. And of course, if you're interested in a coaching on Carmen, give me a call. Shurvoice.com, Shur. I see her as, she's 20 years old. If you read the story, she got married as a teen in those days. That everybody got married when they were teens, and she was married to an older man who was one of the chiefs of the gypsy tribe, according to the story. And remember that Prosper Mérimée, who wrote the story, he was an anthropologist as such, and he'd actually gone to Spain, and he had been studying the people there and the gypsies, and he wrote a fiction on things that he had actually researched and experienced. And keeping that in mind, I like to think of Carmen as a real girl, a real woman, not this standardized idea. And so that, and Don Jose as a troubled 20-year-old as well. And he was, from the north. He was a noble person, but he had a really bad temper, and he'd already killed somebody. He ran away, and he went down to Seville. And we're talking about the story, right? So we have all these wonderful ideas. And the more we can have these two young people, one from the gypsy culture, which was, an outcast society, right? It's not your average day, everyday society. And Don Jose does come from the conventional society, but he's rebelling against it, and he did some bad things, and now he's in the army. So in any case, I see Carmen as full of life, full of passion, full of insouciance, she's very independent, and she is also, however, honoring the gypsy codes of life, all right, which are, you have to study it to see what it's about. It's not as wild as you may think. They have a lot of beautiful values. So in any case, all this ramble is to get to the point that just to have her as sort of an aggressive sexual female, I think is really missing the point on the character. I really do. And then it doesn't make us care about her. And the portrayals that I've enjoyed are where the director and the singing actress was able to bring out nuances and colors and humanity in this wonderful character. So that at the end, when Don Jose kills her, and at the end in that fourth act duet, we can see everything that's not working. And also in the third act, where she sings her card aria, and she's very fatalistic, because part of her is very mystical and very believing in destiny and fate and the higher powers that are ruling her life. And so all of these things, if we're not sad when she's killed at the end, or if we're like, okay, when is she going to die already? I think the opera has missed its point. So that's one of the reasons I like the, I know it's a little bit, it's older and it's from the 70s, but Teresa Berganza, the way she and Domingo sing, and the way some other great artists play that fourth act. So when that whole fourth act comes alive, and the way BIZET wrote it with so many contrasts, you've got the joy, the festivity of the Toreador and Carmen's new love, and she's defying her fate. She's defying her gypsy fate, so to speak, defying what the cards told her. She said, I don't care. I'm going to be free and do my thing no matter what, right? And Don Jose is also saying, no, I'm going to follow my fate. I'm going to drag this girl back to being with me. I don't care. They both really don't care about each other, and yet they both desperately do care. And that's the paradox. We have to show that there is this, and there was this really amazing attraction that, and from the beginning in the story, Carmen says to him, a dog and a cat, they can't keep house. And she knows that they're really different, but she is very attracted to him on many levels, and so is he to her, right? Fatal attraction. But they're very young and they're very immature and they don't know how to put it together, and they have very, very different cultures. So that's called great art. So anyway, if we don't feel that, if we're not engaged with Carmen, if we're not engaged with her, and if we're not engaged with Don Jose on a deeply personal and complex way, if we're not rooting for them to stay together, then in the fourth act, and Carmen, we want to root for Carmen. Yes, she's got this new love. He's definitely better. Don Jose is just not living up to what she had hoped. He's not become, you know, he's very possessive. He's very jealous. He doesn't let her breathe. And she's a very independent woman. She's 20, but she's been doing lots of business for all the gypsy tribe. If you read the story, she goes out of town. She does a lot of business. Yeah, she does lure rich men to be her consort. She doesn't really do anything with them, but she lures them, and that's not so good necessarily, but she's used to handling things on her own. And also in the story, a very telling story, she's talking about, in the story, she says, you should be satisfied that you're my lover. You're the one I love. And don't try to be my husband, because she doesn't want to be controlled in that way. She already has a husband, don't forget. And then Don Jose kills that husband in the story. I mean, read the story. If we could bring out these nuances, if we just relegate Carmen to a sexy woman who's like full of herself and she's sort of dominating kind of personality and takes advantage of men, we're missing the point. We're missing the point. She's a vibrant, youthful, headstrong, passionate, and she loves life. She's very physical. She's fighting. She's smuggling. She's living it up when she can, and she wants her freedom above all. So these are all the complexities about Carmen, what makes it interesting. And then Don Jose, the whole study on Don Jose, who he is. So if we have these two people and their relationship within the other parts of the story, then we have a fantastic story. Otherwise, we have a cliche experience with Carmen, and the music is hardly cliche. So those are my rants. I'd look forward to having you tell me some more. Thank you. And that's all I'm going to do.